He always said I was his best friend. Now I can't stop wondering if I could have saved him. I still remember the day, October 9th. It was just a regular, quiet afternoon at school. The kind where the air feels heavy but you don't know why. My phone buzzed, a text from someone I hadn't spoken to in months. It said only 6 words. Hey, did you hear about him? At first I thought it was a joke, the kind of rumor people spread when they're bored. But then another message came, and another, until the truth began to form. Jagged, ugly, impossible. My best friend was gone. I didn't believe it, not at first. I told myself it was a mistake. Maybe he'd just run away again, like he used to when things got rough at home. He was always couch hopping, bouncing between houses, never really belonging anywhere. But deep down, I knew. There was something final in the way everyone said his name. For 2 days, I waited for confirmation. 2 days of silence, confusion, and this strange, hollow ache sitting in my chest. When the call finally came on October 11th, it felt like the world had split open. They said he'd taken his own life, an electrical cord, a bathroom, at a house I used to go to all the time. I couldn't move when I heard that, couldn't speak. I just sat there staring at the wall, every memory of him flooding in like a movie I couldn't turn off. His voice, his laugh, the stupid inside jokes we had that no one else understood. And then it hit me like a wave, the guilt. Because the truth is, I hadn't talked to him in a while. We'd drifted, not out of anger or anything, just life, school, work, whatever excuses I made up to avoid saying I was too tired to reach out. And now, every minute I hadn't spoken to him felt like a moment I'd failed to save him. He always talked about suicide, but it never sounded real. You know how people say things sometimes just to get the pain out? That's how it felt. And he was Christian. He used to tell me that meant he couldn't do it, that God wouldn't forgive something like that. I believed him. Maybe that's why I stopped checking in as much. Maybe I thought his faith would keep him safe, but I was wrong. When I found out where it happened, that's when the guilt turned to something else. Anger, sadness, confusion. Because he did it in a house I used to go to every weekend, the bathroom I'd used 100 times. I could see it perfectly in my mind. I could see him there, and it broke me. That night, I sat on my bed in the dark, my phone in my hand, scrolling through our old messages. I read every word he'd ever sent me. The jokes, the venting, the half-serious talks about giving up. I wanted to find a sign, something I missed, something that could make this make sense. But there was nothing. No note. No goodbye. No last message. Just silence. I remember he used to tell me that people like us, the ones who always pretend to be strong, we break the quietest. He'd smile when he said it, like he was joking. But now I wonder if that was him trying to tell me something all along. Every time I close my eyes, I see his face. Not how he looked when he laughed, but how I imagine he must have looked in that final moment. Alone, scared, thinking no one cared. And I can't stop wondering if he thought about me. If he waited for a text that never came. People keep telling me it's not my fault, that I couldn't have known. But how do you convince your own heart of that? The truth is, I did know he was struggling. I just didn't think it would end like this. And now, every night feels like a replay of the same unspoken question. What if I just called him? What if I had been there that night? Would he still be here?